Hello at magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Nais ko muna ipakilala ang aking sarili at ihayag kung saan ako nabibilang na grupo sa aktibidad ko. Unang-una, ang pangalan ko ay Ken, for short.
Kayla,
Angela,
At ang kinabibilangan kong grupo ay ang Group 7. At ang naatasan sa amin at napili namin na isang physical na phenomena na nangyari sa ating katawan ay ang perceptual illusion. Ano nga ba ang bagay na ito? Ano nga po ba ang perceptual illusion? Ang perceptual illusion po ay unang-una sa physiological phenomena. So, nangyayari po siya sa ating katawan. Though it seems like hindi po siya kasi hindi po siya common. But the definition of perceptual illusion is the wrong interpretation of our mind processed by our senses. Specifically and particular po ang ating paningin. So, it's either influenced by the environment, by question of person, or by the presentation presented upon the audience. So, nangyayari po ang perceptual illusion at the point na namamali po ang perception natin pagdating sa kung ano po ang nakikita. So that's what perceptual illusion is. So I hope nakatulong. Alam niyo ba na ang perceptual illusion ay binubuo ng tatlong mahalagang example o halimbawa ng mga illusion. Unang-una dito ang Mueller-Lyer illusion. The second one is the Ponzi illusion. And the last is the Ames room illusion. This illusion will be explained by my group mates after me. So, ayun lang ang nais ko sabihin. Tapos ako, thank you.
ano nga ba ang Mueller-Lyer illusion? Ang Mueller-Lyer illusion ay ginawa ni Franz Karl Mueller-Lyer noong 1889. Ito ay isang uri ng optical illusion kung saan mayroong dalawang magkaparehas na linya ngunit nagkakaroon ng pagkakaiba sa kadahilan na magkaiba ang kanilang dulo. Ito ay isang eksperimento kung paano binibigyang kahulugan ng ating paningin ang nakikita nito. Alin dyan ang mas mahaba?
Hello everyone. Are these lines the same length or different lengths? You might be surprised to hear that they are, in fact, the same length. This popular illusion is called the Mueller-Lyer illusion.
hello mga kakampi, kamusta? Ang ating sunod na tatalakayin ay ang Ponzi illusion. Ano nga ba ang Ponzi illusion? May idea ba kayo? Ang Ponzi illusion ay ginawa ng isang psikologista na nagngangalang Mario Ponzo noong 1913 upang makita niya at malaman kung kaya ba ng ating kaisipan sa pamamagitan ng ating dalawang mata na malaman ng size o haba ng isang horizontal na linya. Kung ito ba ay malayo sa isa't isa at may pumapagitan dito, tulad ng vertical line, ay halimbawa ng isang reels ng trend, may pagkakaiba ba rito? Nakita niyo ba ang aking imaheng pinakita kanina lamang? Ito ay nagre-resulta ng hindi parehas na haba ayon sa ating kaisipan. May pagkakaparehas pa talaga dito sa dalawang horizontal na linya?
Mabuhay tanglaw. Ako nga pala si Kuya Nel. At samahan niyo akong italakay ang huling halimbawa ng perceptual illusion. Ang huling halimbawa ng perceptual illusion ay ang Ames room illusion. Ngayon, ano nga ba ang Ames room illusion? Ang Ames room illusion ay isang uri ng ilusyon na nangyayari sa isang hindi parehas na sukat na kwarto. Ang kwarto na ito ay hugis trapezoid at ang trapezoid ay pulpersa sa ating kaisipan na makita ang isang bagay na maliit at yung isa naman ay malaki. Ito ay isang uri ng ilusyon na nag-iimpluwensya sa kanyang kapaligiran nang sa gayon man mag-iba ang interpretasyon ng ating utak ukol sa nakikita nito. Ngayon, ipapakita ko sa inyo ang halimbawa ng Ames room illusion.
Magandang araw and patience. So now, I will talk about the parts of the brain that functions in perceptual illusions. So first, the prefrontal cortex. It involved in making and sometimes it fails to interpret the context of the visual input, contributing to cognitive illusions. Second, the visual cortex. This is the primary visual cortex, receives a feedback from higher brain areas to create illusory contours where the brain sees shapes that are not actually drawn. For parietal cortex, involved in spatial awareness and integrating sensory information, this area contributes to how we perceive depth, size, and spatial relationship in illusions. The primary visual cortex that receives feedback from higher brain areas to create illusory contours where the brain sees shapes that are not actually drawn. And that's all for the parts of the brain. Gandang araw ulit mga NPtians. So now I will going to talk about the hormones. First is the oxytocin. Oxytocin influences social perception, making us more likely to see and recognize friendly faces or social cues compared to non-social stimuli. For the second is the cortisol. Cortisol, known as the stress hormone, high levels of cortisol can block the perceptual learning, the brain's ability to improve its interpretation of sensory input over time. And that's all for the hormones.
So, magandang araw sa inyo. And for the last part of our presentation as Group 7, we're going to talk about the neurotransmitters that is responsible for the perceptual illusion. So, the first one is dopamine. Dopamine is a reward system of the brain. A reward system of the brain. So, the more na meron dopamine ang ating katawan, at the same time na ipoproduce yung brain, it can alter the interpretation from the stimuli to our brain. So, for the clarification or for the simple terms, the more dopamine we have in our brain, na-alter nito yung information na nanggagaling sa ating mga senses. Specifically for the perceptual illusion is the eyes, no? And at the same time to the brain, kasi ine-excite niya ang ating brain, which cause it to misinterpret the stimuli given by the eyes. So that is the first one. And the second is the glutamate, which is an excitatory neurotransmitter. So it is a crucial thing for the brain, which it is a neurotransmitter that is responsible for predictive coding of the brain. It fills the gap of the sensory. So that's why perceptual illusion happen, because of this part of neurotransmitter, which is glutamate. It fills the gap between the stimuli. So at least na magdiretso na yung stimuli to process the information. Ang nangyayari is nagkakaputol-putol. So it needs for glutamate to come for the stimuli to go to the brain. So ang nangyayari, hindi napiperceive ng maayos at ng buo ng ating brain ang information coming from the eyes or our stimuli. So that's the two neurotransmitter that is responsible for the perceptual illusion. And I hope you learned something. And that was all of our presentation. I hope you learned. That was all. Goodbye.